It's always good to come to Goa. But unlike others, we are not here for a holiday. We are here to drive the new Venue. Now, when this car was launched, this became the staple for Hyundai, sold in a huge number, and I personally own one as well, the first generation one. This is the new generation of Venue and promises a lot. But does it deliver? Let's find out. You are watching Auto Today. My name is Rahul Ghosh and this is our review of the new generation Hyundai Venue. Now, let's talk about design first. Comes with a completely new front end, gets new projector lights up front, dual. You get a nice connected light up situation out here. So DRLs, everything is there, LEDs of course here. You also get a new bumper, you also get a new grille. And if you look closely, there's a camera out there because now the Venue comes with ADAS. But the most important thing is they've given it a muscular bonnet and very nice looking fenders. So it gives that muscle to this compact SUV. In the side, there are more features, more bulges, and there's a new D-pillar which looks very different from the existing model. So if you see this on the road, you'll probably be easily differentiating it with the existing model, actually the outgoing model. Let's put it that way. At the back, you also get connected taillights, and that means that the look, I mean connected taillights these days are the norm and this one gets it too. So overall, while the car has become slightly longer in the wheelbase, the length and everything remains the same. It's the same K1 platform, of course, optimized for everything. And I think it's a nice looking SUV. What do you think? Tell us in the comments below whether you like the looks of the new Venue or would you prefer the old school one, the Gen 1. Wow, this is what a sea change is called. Hyundai has loaded up the new generation Venue with a lot of new stuff, starting with the dashboard. You see a nice dual tone treatment to this, and I'm being told that this is all sustainable materials and stuff like that. You also get the Venue badging here and a storage here, and of course a glove box. Whole center console has also been redone. It's a 3-tier system right now, as you can see. It's got the controls for your climate control and stuff. You've got a wireless charging pad here. You've got another control pad here and stuff to, place to keep your stuff. But the biggest change is this, the twin 12.3-inch instrument panel and infotainment system. Now this is a very sporty touch to it. It's got a curve, so that one's looking towards the driver. So when you're driving, you just need to glance and you'll get to see the entire system. As you can see, I'm on maps right now and it's very clear to the eye. It's also got this new D-cut steering wheel, and the one thing which I really like is these 4 dots. Now initially I thought, why would someone do something like this? And then I realized, or rather I was told by my colleagues, that this is Morse code. In Morse code, 4 small dots are H. So that's a very, very clever design. You can see the seats also. It's a dual tone treatment, white and this navy bluish color. Nice looking thing. Keeping it clean. Okay, we'll get to that once we get the car for a long term. Control panel out here again. You get ventilated seats. You get an auto hold function because this is the diesel automatic. Hyundai always offered a diesel with the Venue, but this is the first time they are offering an automatic gearbox paired to a diesel engine. Now that's something to write home about. Apart from that, a lot of space. You get sunroof, you get all these features, paddle shifters on the diesel also. I tell you, sportiness is coming in every flavor. I am being told that the new Venue is also slightly wider and taller, and at the same time it's got a little longer wheelbase. So what has it done to the rear seat space? Let's step back and check it out. The rear end of the Venue sure feels a lot more spacious. Now I'm 5'6" for a reference, and this driving seat has been positioned as per my driving position, which I sit a little back, and still you can see there's so much of space out here. What they've done is scoop this seat a little. This is an old industry trick and Hyundai has also done it, and as a result of which there's a lot of space. You also get blinds out here, and as I can notice, Hyundai has upgraded the audio system to a Bose unit. That's nice thing to have. You also have a dual cup holder out here. I really like them because when you're driving and you end up with water bottles, beverages and stuff like that, and you need place to keep this, and this sure helps. But if you have a third passenger, you can fold this up and we have space here enough for a third passenger. Now, will I say long drives for the third passenger will be comfortable? No. But in the city, this is surely going to be enough for the third passenger. So in this new avatar, which is taller, wider stance of the Venue, it sure has become a lot more spacious. You also get AC vents at the back, twin Type-C chargers, and of course a little bit of storage here. Door pockets are also there, and you also get a bottle holder here. Quite a nice place to be, and especially this white and dark color adds a lot of light into the cabin. Of course, the sunroof helps. Now for the boot. The final test for any family car is the boot, and the Venue offers roughly about 375 liters now. As you can see, these are two overnighters, small bags, but they still ensure that there's so much of space out here. Now, if I use this in this format, you can easily have one more, actually two more out here. And if I use it a little more cleverly and place it like that, you can have 4 such bags back to back. Surely the boot space is enough. And if you want to store longer items, Hyundai has also done a 60-40 split. That means you can split the seats and fold them down so that you can have larger items in here. Clever, really nicely done. In this new generation Hyundai Venue, Hyundai has kept most engine and gearbox options same as the older one. But what they've done is added an automatic gearbox option to the diesel engine. Now, I know the idea of a diesel is these days is not working right, but a diesel makes a lot of sense. First and foremost, it's highly fuel efficient. So on each tank of fuel, you'll go a longer distance. And of course, these diesel engines are all BS6 compliant. So as far as the pollution goes, well, diesels are not as bad as they are always blamed to be. Now, coming back to the car. We drove this car across the narrow bylanes of Goa. And around that, the inherent trait of the Venue was very, very clear. It's a small car, Sappo, whatever. Maneuvering it in those lanes was very easy. The steering wheel or the steering setup has weighed up a bit as compared to the older car, but it is not as heavy as a lot of other cars in the segment. This makes the Venue very light to drive. Even 3-point turns are very easy. Suspension. It has a very good setup. We were driving across roads which were dug up and undulations and all, and on those surfaces the Venue was just doing the job very, very well. It's only in the deeper potholes where the car has this tendency to crash into that. But is that a deal breaker? No. When we got onto the highway and started driving fast, the suspension held well, and so did the steering. So the combination is a nice one. It gives you more feedback than before, so that's a great thing. And at the same time, Hyundai has tried to curtail as much body roll as possible to the limit now that you're not scared. You're not scared to, take a corner or things like that on the Venue. Engine and gearbox. Now, diesel engines offer you that torque lower down, and that is something which I love in this car. The moment you press the throttle, it starts accelerating really quick, and you can really feel that torque kicking in, and that's something which I really like. I also like the fact that there are 3 modes. There's an eco, normal and sport. So in sport mode, the revs are held on. So 2,500-3,000 RPM, you can see the gears not upshifting, and that gives you that steady source of power and torque which makes overtaking really easy. Shift it into eco or normal and it changes. Gears shift up quickly, and it's all about giving you efficiency. Hyundai has also added paddle shifters here, so in case you need to have a quick acceleration, run, or want to overtake, very simple. Press the button, gear shifts quickly, and you go. Overall, then, the Venue has become more matured, more sophisticated, and as a result of which, this seems to be another potent machine from Hyundai. As far as the pricing is concerned, Hyundai starts the pricing at 7.9 lakhs or whereabouts. But the 7.9 lakh variant is the base with the Kappa 1.2 petrol. The pricing of this particular variant, the diesel, automatic, and all the other top of the line variants are yet to be announced. So I think we are looking at a 14, 15 kind of pricing. And that doesn't seem too bad because of the simple fact that it's got everything. It's got a sunroof, it's got ADAS, it's got cooled seats, it's got ample space. So even if you go for this particular variant, I think it justifies the price considering it is around 14 or 15 lakh rupees.